Last time on D&D, you guys continued on from Ethan's tracks with your destination of Arborsdale in mind. During the journey, there was bonding attempted and conversations had with certain different mounts. Wainwright Appleseed, the legend was born to further grow as the adventure continues. Had a small encounter with some bandits. You ended up talking your way out of the heated battle you guys got into. It was getting not hairy for both sides, but it definitely was not the easiest of battles for either side.
It wasn't hairy at all.
You talked down the leader of the bandits, but ended up just letting him go on his way. And continuing on, ended up in Arborsdale, and upon arriving there, you were sort of accosted by the local town guard. Spent some more time in the town, not receiving the warmest of welcomes. Eventually questioning somebody in the town.
Yeah,
about
we were
the
fucking
goings
robbed.
on, and found out that there was some
This kid was robbed.
government
Call
demons
taxes.
that were, everything
I really
was
got robbed.
legal,
No,
but
fucking
not
Hingeman got
respected
totally
for the citizens.
snatched.
You then went and tried to find your lodging at the Guild Hall there in Arborsdale, but found it to be inoperable at the moment. You went and got your lodging at an inn, and now the next day comes with the rising of the sun.
What's our plan? Is anybody up?
Do I have to make a sleep check?
I assume I'm usually up pretty early.
I slept like a baby.
Yeah, I guess I'm awake too.
Hingman, we will find your purse.
Goddamn right.
Before we leave this town, we will find your purse.
All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what I can do, because would enough of time have passed for me to be able to redo my Blessing of the Forge, Wilson? I don't remember when I had done that last. Okay.
You spent enough time inside of the inn to get a full long rest and everything. So during that time, you could do whatever operation with that you'd like.
What's your AC again?
My AC is
We'll just keep
15.
We'll just keep that on you then, for now. Yeah, I'll keep Blessing of the Forge on Higman's duds. I feel kind of bad about taking that from him too. Not that I stole your money or anything. I'm just saying. Yeah, I astral projected myself, but then came back into the material plane and stole it. It was crazy, like very elaborate. How's the if we head down into the inn, like the first floor? Is there a good amount of people there in the morning?
There's a couple other people who have risen at this point and are either finishing their meals or just kind of getting settled in their morning refreshments. The old elderly woman that you saw last night is nowhere to be seen, and in her place is a similarly aged old man who is currently moving in between behind the bar area where a lot of the silverware and plating kind of stuff is, and to a smaller room behind where you can assume from the smells and some of the sights that is where the kitchen is, where he's preparing a lot of these people's meals.
Well,
What's our course of action, mates?
well, what? How bad you? I know this is a silly question, but how bad do you want your coin purse back? Is that priority number one at the moment?
I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be priority number one.
Right, but I
But
mean,
it's definitely in the single digits of priorities.
I don't know if we have a lot of priorities, but I mean,
I
if
think we
it's
got
single
about 3
digits-
priorities.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I mean,
It's not too terribly important right
judging from the kind of welcome and our, you know, inability to access the local guild hall, I would say that we might need to learn a little bit more about the happenings that's been going on in Arbordale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Should we
There's
just
a part of me that feels that if we figure out what's going on here, it might lead us to what happened.
Yeah.
should we just
Possibly.
split up and poke around town, see what we can learn?
Yeah, I mean, we could split up. I had. Would you say, Wilson, that I saw Wilson's money bag enough that
Hingman's?
it might be
Hingman's?
considered like something that's familiar, specifically for the sake of me being able to cast locate object.
Well, I mean, what are the specifics of the spell?
It's describe or name an object that is familiar to you. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. And I can sense the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet. And its concentration up to 10 minutes.
I mean, I have given you money before, so you have definitely seen my shit.
That is true.
Yeah,
We
you know that he
money was
had with one
exchanged
person for
when
sure,
he was
and you
getting
see,
tapped
yeah,
around.
I'd say that you are familiar with it enough to be able to
And how much money
have
did
the
you have?
spell be
277.
effective for
We all
these
had.
items.
Me and Hingman were like the rich
You know,
boys.
whether or not
Mm-hmm.
it's within the range of where you're trying to locate it is another question.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, if somebody bumped into you, and I mean, they found 200 is a sizable amount of gold,
Sure.
they might be wanting to spend it. You know,
They wouldn't go far.
wouldn't go very far, but I mean, at the very least, I guess maybe.
Would they be dumb
maybe,
enough to
may-
spend it so close?
Well, they might not be
I'm sure
that
they're.
dumb, but I mean, at the very least, we could, you and I could, you know, spend a little time scoping out, kind of
Perusing?
peruse the places where people might, where money might change hands the most, or most likely,
Right.
and that way I could, you know, turn on my active radar and
Yeah.
try and boop, boop, ping that shit out.
Echolocate it.
Yeah. See if I can get a ping back. So, I mean, if you guys want to maybe get a little more information about Arbordale, or I guess whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Let's go find some seedy underbellies.
Beat up on some thugs to get some info.
Why not?
Well, justice needs a.
Oh,
You might find a fencer. Who knows?
There's
Somebody
also,
fencing goods.
Remember
Fencer, I already
the posters for Flint Henwick,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the guy that was
That's why I'm going to the
5
seedy.
grand.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess, person with 5,000 gold on their head in a town like this, you know, kind of everybody's getting the business from the guards.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be difficult to talk,
But
or
if
get
he's
people
a,
to talk, I should say.
because he's a thiever, right?
I'd like to think we
The-
should inquire more about the wanted and why he's wanted.
Well, that doesn't end too
didn't-
well
yeah.
for you.
We could ask people in the seedy underbelly.
On the posters themselves, it did say he was wanted for thievery and murder.
Yep.
Okay.
And murder.
I was gonna say if he's a skilled thief, he may be disguising himself and stuff too,
True, very true.
where people would
Um,
recognize him.
Do you have the ability to kind of pierce through that? Maybe like with a detect magic or something of that sort?
I feel like if I get a little more experience, I might be able to do that.
Okay. I got it at the moment, but you know, I'll be hopefully tracking down his coin purse.
Mm-hmm.
You never can keep your hands off of it. I'm surprised you
Yeah,
lost it.
That's
So-
some attendees.
Yeah, I guess reconvene here maybe mid-afternoon. Share what we've learned. I don't know if that's enough time for your guys' activities, or hours, but at the very least we can kind of update each other to see how it's going so far.
Well, what time is it right now?
Time for you to get a
Pretty
watch.
early in the morning, I think.
It's sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should give us plenty of time
Meet
to
around
scope the place
midday.
out, gather
You
intel.
guys are in the habit of waking with the sun to get the most out of the day.
You betcha.
Right.
I'm at the
Great.
crack of dawn.
Sun. Oh. So yeah. And then if either of us gets our stuff done, where we find a little bit more information, we still need to know what happened to Ethan's tract,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to know a little more about
That red
Lord
scar.
Blackwell.
Or yeah, that guy.
That scar thing might not be a bad idea to look into as well.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of stuff.
They got that.
A couple 13, 14.
Wasn't there a library in the teleportation place?
We didn't teleport here, so I don't know.
We did. I thought we did.
No,
We walked to
we
Ethan's
walked.
tract.
Yeah, your horse came with you into the teleportation.
No, when we went to Angler's Island, didn't we teleport to
Yeah, you
Arborsdale?
teleported and Mr. Ed got chopped in half because half of him was outside of the teleportation.
No, we walked from Ethan's tract to
we
Arborsdale.
No, on the last quest when we went to Angler's Island, we
No,
teleported
we went
somewhere.
to
didn't we?
Crimson Grove.
Oh, that
They
was
hadn't
Crimson
teleported.
Grove.
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
Never
So-
gonna get me in the Crimson Grove.
But yeah, the lady Lilith was her name, the old lady from yesterday.
Don't trust that name one bit.
She had mentioned that if we wanted any information, there probably was a library, but it would be in Lord Blackwell's castle.
Oof.
And judging from the state of things, and kind of
Probably not open
hushed
to
voice,
guess.
while I'm discussing this, he seems kind of, off-putting from the history too, because evidently he started out pretty fair, but now he's
Just kind of a
taxing the
dick.
shit out of everybody.
Something suspicious.
Perhaps if we talk to him about what we've viewed in Ethan's tract, he might give us an audience, because it's a threat.
It's true.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. We could. We'll pencil that in for this afternoon.
Play that one by ear.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
take
I
out my
mean,
day plan.
that's not as immediate as I think maybe your guys' thing and ours.
It's a quick way to get to talk to him.
True, very true.
We don't just walk up to the door
And
and
plus-
say, "Hey, talk to me."
Plus, if that doesn't work, we could, us two try a different route, maybe.
Okay.
Do you want? Well, no. I guess it'll be fine. I was just wondering, the charismatic one. Do you want him to go with? I guess I don't know how.
Well, I got plenty of charisma.
He's
I'm
got
just
some
grouchy
persuasion.
most of the time.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're very persuasive about being grouchy.
We'll see how this works, and if it's it,
Yeah. We'll just reconvene here midday and then figure
Cool.
out what we've learned so
Yep.
far. You said there was an older gentleman taking the place of Lilith behind the bar.
Yeah, Scoot's gotten a little about, carrying different servings of food out from the kitchen and serving waters and
his name's
the
Scooter.
occasional breakfast for people.
That's gay.
Okay.
Scoot Scuttle.
I try and flag him over. Sir, if I might borrow a moment of your time, just have a couple questions.
Yeah, he's like 15 feet away from you. You guys have found an open table for Florian, and he notices you're sitting and just kind of nods at you for a second, heads back into the kitchen, and comes out empty-handed, wiping his hands on the apron, and makes his way up to you.
Yes, can I help you?
Well, this may seem like an odd question, but here in Arborsdale, where would one go if we're looking to purchase something? Is the market nearby?
There's a small market a few blocks north of here.
Okay. Anywhere else that one might be so inclined to spend some coin?
You looking for something under the table?
Potentially.
Well, there's a brothel here in town. I don't haven't been there quite
Insight check that, folks.
Dangling it doesn't work anymore.
Hasn't been.
He's got that Ethan's tract problem in his best Efrons.
Shit. You might need to turn him up. Well, yeah, I believe that we just came into town and looking to explore Arborsdale a little bit more. So thank you, and I'm sorry, what was your name again, sir?
Yes, my name is Gregory. You probably met my wife Lilith last night.
Okay.
Wonderful lady.
Yeah, very, very nice woman.
Apple of my eye, that one.
We have some apples.
We got lots of apples.
It's almost as if I said that on purpose.
Well, Gregory, did we get more than a day? We only gotten a day.
Yeah, we
A
only
day
got a
one.
night.
Yeah, Gregory, is it possible for us to extend our stay here at the inn? We had only gotten rooms for the night, but was hoping to maybe extend that for, the next day at least.
Certainly, I'll be right back. Get my letter.
And he scoots off to behind the bar to grab a
Scooter.
leather-bound tome. He
Scooter Magooter.
opens it up, brings it back over to your table, and just sets it down and kind of runs his finger down the page for a moment. And as he digs a pair of spectacles out of the front of his apron and kind of slides them on the front of his nose.
Spectacles, well,
Let's see here. Your name's what?
Heskar?
Wainred.
Knox.
Ingman.
And once you say, Heskar and Wainred and get through the rigmarole, he kind of nods after you say Wainred. He says,
Yes, I see your entry right here. Stayed for one night, charge 8 gold for 2 rooms. We could do the same price if you like.
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
That would be perfect. I'll throw down half of it.
I'll throw down the other half.
Heyman, you got broke as
Never
fuck,
mind
but
then.
I told you.
I will
You know this.
just hold on to my money then.
I got you.
So you threw down
8.
8. Okay, I thought it was.
Just down 8,
yeah.
so.
Thought he meant 8 total, but yeah, 8.
yes, it's 8 total for, the total price for 3. So it's 4 gold per
Oh.
rules per
Oh,
night.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Fair.
Very fair price.
Well, Gregory, thank you for doing business, and if you don't mind me asking, all these posters of that roguish devil out there, Flint Henwick, has that been up for quite some time?
You ask him about the posters, and you can kind of see his face go from a friendly, genial kind of older man to one that is a look of slight exasperation, and also his face kind of pinches up for a moment. And it gets a look of almost reservation. He just looks down at you and says,
Obviously not from around here. Huh?
No.
No, but 5,000 seems quite a large amount of money for
A single
one
bounty.
person for a single person.
Yeah.
Yes, Flint Henwick certainly is a very bad man. Could understand such a high reward put on his head.
he says loudly and distinctly.
Okay.
Yes, he certainly seems like a ne'er-do-well for sure. Could I give a quick glance around, see if there's anybody else that he was kind of looking at, or trying to make sure heard him say that specifically?
And I spit and curse his name. Curse that man.
Please, don't. Maybe try to keep a certain atmosphere.
I'll shuffle my boot and drive
Cover
the
it
spit, yeah, into the dirt.
Well, you see about spit, a spittoon, leaning up against the bottom of a post.
I have these old eyes. I can't see. Where's that spittoon?
Yeah, just do a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh, starting it off good. 21.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, this is kind of a retroactive.
Told you,
quote-unquote,
I have not good perception.
perception check.
Right.
When you guys came down, everybody was just going about their business. One man is reading a series of scrolls that he has in his hand. The other one is just sitting by the window and eating his meal, enjoying the breakfast that he's having. And since this conversation or this line of questioning between you and Gregory has started, they are both either pointedly looking down at their food, or like the guy reading the scrolls is much, much more intent on what he's reading.
Oh.
I kind of, say, well, if you don't mind, could I perhaps get a flagon of ale for myself and fine friends, starting out the day right.
He noticeably relaxes just a little bit and just
Yes, certainly. One for each of you, that'll be 2 gold.
I hand him 2 gold, and well, yeah, I hand him the 2 pieces of gold.
which he takes and goes back behind the bar, depositing the gold coins into a sort of lockbox looking thing. Closes it up and pours the 4 flagons of ale, brings it back and sets them down in front of you.
While he was doing that, could I have had time to maybe quick scratch something on a piece of paper, or like pull a piece of parchment out of my bag? I guess.
You want to accomplish it before he gets back?
Shit.
He's an old man.
Yeah, he's an old
It
man.
probably takes a while.
Yeah, I mean, it takes him like 2 minutes to get everything set and come back.
Think about what you ask or what you
Yeah.
read.
Yeah. I just quick kind of scribble down. Back at noon. More questions.
Love Heskar.
Heart H. I
heart.
want to draw a little hammer piercing the heart.
Are you trying to do this on the slide?
If somebody could maybe throw a little distraction out while I'm doing this. I mean, I'm just kind of like
Okay.
like, while I'm scribbling, kind of like
I'll
give a
just,
sideways glance at the other guys. But yes, I am definitely trying to do this on the sly.
Okay, I'll do prestidigitation and I'll make some nifty fairies fly around the tavern or the little area.
Okay. TK, make a sleight of hand check. And you can make it with advantage. Switch. As kind of picks up on your sideways glance, and with a little wave of his fingers, Jedi mind trick style, these little orbs of multicolored light start zipping about the immediate area. They're not, you can't see any like
Pretty.
form from them, but they're just little, kind of just buzzing around the place.
They're like Navi.
Hey! Listen!
Listen!
I got a 15 for sleight of hand.
Okay.
So just kind of
So
quick.
yeah, he brings back your flagons and looking around and kind of being confused by the floating little orbs. He sets them down and kind of just tries to half-assed swat at one, like just
Get out of here.
And when I reach for the flagon, I like let the little folded piece of paper drop out of my hand, so it's sitting there when I pull the mug away, and I don't say anything. I just look at him, give a slight look down at the piece of paper, and then take a big drink.
he follows your gaze down to the piece of paper and then looks back up at you and doesn't say anything. Just kind of, he doesn't respond to the leaving of the piece of paper. He just kind of clicks his throat.
Well, is there any other refreshment you like that? You could pick up sausages and dickens and certain things if your boys are hungry.
bet you
I
will.
will
Yeah, well,
certainly
I'm
take
hungry.
a breakfast.
You know what? Yes. I feel starting the day off with a mighty meal. Be good.
Give us all the energy we need to dispense justice.
Right, you are.
Well, the serving for everyone will come out to 1 gold.
I toss him a gold. Right, I guess I don't toss it. He's probably can't catch because he's all
Really?
wobbly.
Oh
I,
my!
I hand him
Oh, no.
a gold.
Thank you very much. It'll be ready in just a few minutes. Relax and enjoy the game.
I tip my salad.
And he walks back into the kitchen without grabbing the piece of paper.
Shit. I just leave it there. I just kind of put my hand over it, like taking a really like wide like.
It's your
you know-
coaster. Just
Yeah, yeah, a coaster. Yeah, sure. I put it underneath my mug for the time being.
Coaster, I hardly know.
that's how you're
Yeah, I just.
waiting.
Is there anything
The cup fiddle.
doing specifically before he returns with your meals?
Guess I just want to bust out my book and start reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna write in my notebook too. My spell book. Yeah.
See if I can discern any more information about the guy with all the scrolls. See if he's like, is out. I mean, I guess does it seem like he's maybe an official or a guard of some sort? Anything like on him that might, indicate his station?
There's nothing on his person or of his attire that is telling. He's certainly dressed slightly better than some of the other people you've seen in town, but that's probably just because that's how he likes to carry himself. He wants to present himself in a slightly more dressed up way, and the scrolls that he's reading, more than likely are probably just odd pieces of news that are going around, or some research that he might be doing. He just seems like a guy who's
Ye olde
reading while eating his breakfast.
Okay. I really don't do anything. I just kind of sit there, twiddling my thumbs.
Which book are you reading, Wayward?
I was able to finish Magistrates and Ministries, right?
No, you spent a lot of your time. You kind of just browsed through it quickly just to see what it was all about, but you spent a lot of your time specifically devoted to that scrapbook.
Gotcha. Alright, I guess I'll get started on Magistrates and Ministries then.
It is not the kind of thing that... Are you drinking the ale, by the way?
No.
Okay, well, as for a man with a sobering disposition, the sort of dry read that this text is there's some jargon in there that you don't immediately understand, but with you concur with your other teammates, and they kind of can guess at the meaning of some of these words or fill you in on what some of these might mean, and you get about halfway or 3/4 of the way through the first chapter, just outlining the merits of law and justice itself.
I just chuckled to myself, like, I already know this.
I know these
You're familiar
words.
with a lot of these principles, but this is it's less of a thing of like, hey, this is right. I'm trying to convince you of this. It's more of just factual, like, this is why you're set up. Blah, blah, blah. It's very, very much like a textbook kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Seeing him not drink his beer, I look at the other two. What? Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'll
Do
give
I
it to him.
notice them
He-
doing this little exchange?
I
So
had
I just
I've had a
slide
tough
it out.
time, dudes. I just lost all my money.
I'm passing it
I,
on.
I hook it with a finger and I drag it out across the table to Hingman.
The scaled clawed finger just serves it up your way. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for the 2 beers you had in succession with no food this morning.
You get shit faced at the beginning of the day.
He had a tough day. Tough
I
day
mean-
yesterday.
Getting day
Dude
drunk, man.
loses his wallet, so I mean, that kind of bums you out. Not bad.
Not terrible.
Okay, I mean, you definitely get a little bit of a buzz, and if you continue to go, you'll be getting day drunk. But for now, it's just a nice, floaty kind of feeling, and some food will do you good to get your head straight for the rest of the day. But for right now, while you're just relaxing, you're at a good spot.
Woo! I kind of chuckle as to see him getting a little rosy in the cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, Heskar repurposes his note as a coaster. Nox takes out his spellbook and, leaning up against the foundation post behind him, just starts writing in it. Wainwright takes out his book and slightly adjusts his salad helm to be able to not have to like crane his neck back to be able to see it. And Hingman is in his cups, kind of still bummed about what happened yesterday.
Just imagine you like scruffy chin sitting on the edge of the table, just
Just like,
two fucking mugs right next to each other. Like the Lord of the Rings style, like it's a pint, but it's like a fucking gallon jug to you.
They come in pints.
They come in pints.
Yeah, like the mug is roughly about as big as your head.
All right.
it's like frothing over.
It's getting dringly.
The boy can.
So,
Run
that's
away,
the
huh?
morning frivolity is here in the inn as Gregory comes back with your separate servings of breakfast. There are simple, small sausages, 2 or 3 of them, spiced with a lot of black pepper and herbs, a boiled egg for each of you, and some brown bread that he brings in a small bowl.
I feed the brown bread that I get to my birdie.
Ooh, nice. When he puts my plate down, I lift my mug up to take a drink. Message still there. Taking a really long
You pick
drink.
up the mug, take a nice, cool, refreshing sip of your ale as you see the small ring that has now formed on the note itself. And he sets down the food, glad that someone, even if it's just a raven, is starting to enjoy the meal so far. And he just gives a very, very slight little bow of bon appetit and turns around and goes back to the kitchen without taking the note.
Should I send my bird to give him that note?
I thank him as
I
he's
feel
setting
like
the
that
food down.
People might notice that. An albino bird just cutting through the air in the door. I just, pick it up, crumple it, throw it in my mug, and then I drink it. Can't leave any evidence.
So yeah, you actually ingest this piece of paper.
Well, yeah, man, I'm not gonna put it in the garbage. Somebody might find it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was gonna say that I was gonna just give a little.
I can just
of
burn
my
it,
fire
yeah.
breath, but that definitely will be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of I just put it in my mug while I eat my breakfast, and then
I think I have something though.
I'm
Oh.
grumpy from that, but I
I
understand.
want to see if I do have it.
Now you're the happy one, and I'm fucking Debbie Downer.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 people at this table are either in the mood of being grumpy, or that's just their natural disposition. As Hangman goes from being bummed to feeling a little bit better about the situation. His cares are lessened a little bit.
Full half of the
He
table.
takes
is
out
okay with
his lute and quietly starts strumming once he finishes his meal.
Okay,
So-
I have message. If you want to send him a message, I can do that.
Wait.
I have a cantrip,
Yeah.
and only he can hear it, or the person that I. Only the target hears a message.
Viciously mock him if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta
You're so
Dang,
old.
shit.
Little piece of garbage you need doesn't even work anymore? No?
Oh, it's between you and him.
It's going to devolve into the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail of them saying "me" to the old woman.
Well, it's a message. It's a message between you and him.
Only
So I
he can
guess-
hear it.
Yeah, only he can hear it, and then he can whisper back to you, though I don't know.
But we're just letting him know that we're going to come back for more questions.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Isn't that what you wrote down?
yeah. I mean, go ahead for it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually cast message if I can catch a glimpse of him before he goes wherever he was going, and basically message to him what Heskar wrote on the paper.
Nice work, by the way.
Yeah, from your vantage point of what chair you're sitting at the table, you are directly facing the open doorway to the kitchen. You don't have a line of sight on him where he's always within your view, but he does pass by the doorway a few times, and during one of those slight passes, you send out that message. And as his frame leaves the doorway, just a moment goes by, and then you hear the dropping of something metal, and just the slightest little expression of, oh!
I think it's because I told him love Heskar.
Well,
XO.
a lot, yeah.
Like so.
Image of hammer with.
Yeah. If I could convey that in a message, that'd be
There's
great.
little lipstick
Resumes
print on
to
it.
normal, and you do not get a response back.
Okay, well, at least I know he received the message.
It sounded like.
It sounded like something.
Well,
Oh my!
it
Yeah,
sounds
a lot of
like.
people, surprisingly, aren't used to a random voice appearing in their head and telling them something.
I'm so used to that.
Say that exact voice, just.